Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. My name is BriaBogatin, and today we'll be doing your monthly June tarot forecast. So you can check out your sun, moon, rising sign, or really any placement within your birth chart in regards to these videos. Keep in mind, we are in a lengthy retrograde and eclipse season that, of course, will be playing a big part in the experiences that we're going to have or currently having and spiritual guidance that we will be receiving. If you would like to support my work, you can do so by sending me a tip or a donation. Those links are down below. Also, the information to my Instagram and email are down below as well. If you would like a reading with me, please message me through one of those platforms. Okay, so let's get into it. Scorpio. I forgot what your cards looked like for a moment, so I have to look at them again. Okay, this is what I'm going to say to you, Scorpio. You guys are getting all swords cards. I knew I was missing something there. You guys got all suit of swords, okay? As a Scorpio, as a water sign, this can be challenging for you because this is pretty much the battle between mind and heart. With you being a Scorpio, being a water sign, the energy of water very much ruling over the heart space and that kind of thing. And then getting the suit of swords, which is that suit of the mindset, the communication, the perspectives, beliefs, things of that nature. I'm going to tell you this, Scorpio. What you are overthinking, you are right about, but not entirely, okay? I need you guys to keep that in mind this month. What you are feeling is on track, but the finer details or some of the aspects of it are a little off. So you need to wait for more information before you fully act on that, because there's things that will be coming to light that will solidify what you are feeling and then clarify the aspects of it that seem confusing or off or something of that nature. So let's get into it, okay? So the first two cards you're receiving is the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I'm going to go over each card first, but I'm really seeing these as a group. So the Four of Swords is a card of meditation, prayer, rest, relaxation, finding your answers through reflection and meditation. The answers you need are found within. The Nine of Swords is about overthinking and usually tells us that what we are feeling or worrying about is not accurate because we are in a state of fear and we're being clouded in some sort of way. However, again, with this Four of Swords right here, that's telling me that something is accurate about what you're thinking. It can be something like this, maybe I'm just going to use it as an example. This might be accurate for some of you, but this is just an example, okay? Say you have a feeling that your spouse is cheating on you and that they're being deceitful and they're lying and they're being shady, they're being a little snaky, things like that. You're right about them being deceitful and shady and being a snake in the garden, but you're not right about the cheating or the nature of it, the finer details, if that makes sense, okay? So now apply that to whatever it is you keep going over in your head. The energy is accurate. What you're sensing from it is accurate, but the facts, the finer details are off for you, okay? That's what those two cards are saying. Then you are receiving the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. First off, Queen of Swords is an archetype. So this circumstance that you're going through is pushing you to be more strong with your words, more strong with your boundaries, and more accurate in your psychic senses. That's what the Queen of Swords is, because the Queen of Swords would not be off, okay? The Queen of Swords to me is the most psychic card in the deck of tarot because it represents the alignment between mind and heart, the alignment between the chakras, the intuitive chakras, and the heart space. So that allows for your psychicness, it comes to your heart space, you feel it, and then the mind rationalizes it. And the Queen of Swords represents being able to do that in balance and do it with strength and do it with beauty and gracefulness and to speak it correctly, bluntly, but not disrespectfully. So this archetype you are being pushed to step into. I encourage all of you, today is June 9th. On June 10th, we have the solar eclipse in Gemini. We are in Gemini season. Geminis are represented by the Queen of Swords and all the air signs, because the Queen of Swords is the suit of swords is the air element, okay? Now, when it comes to water signs, a lot of times water sign people will cloud their psychic senses due to being overly empathetic and overly sensitive to the energies. Understand there is a great difference between being psychic and being empathetic, okay? So this is like correcting that for you guys, this specific circumstance. Now, the Queen of Swords tells you to see through the bullshit, to see through the circumstances and the not obvious energy, and to call it out. The Page of Swords is a card that represents some sort of information coming in. So this is the information that you guys need to clarify what it is you are feeling and to get the right information out of what you are sensing. So the Page of Swords represents some sort of information that can be challenging, can be hard to hear. It might come from someone that speaks untactfully or very bluntly. Where we have the Queen of Swords, where it's someone that's very mature in their speaking. The Page of Swords is someone that can be very immature and like overly opinionated, cross boundaries when they speak. But what's important is the message and not the messenger. The Page of Swords can also talk about messages from spirit, things coming in. It's like you're either going to be face to face with someone and they have some sort of information about whatever it is you have going on in your mind that you're sensing or whatever, or you're going to get like a major sign from spirit that's really going to lead you towards the right path and direction. Can always be both as well. Okay, so with this energy, Scorpio, you have to be centered. You can't let your mind race. If I were you guys, you know, I would do this. I would take pen and paper and I would write down what the facts are to me, at least, okay? What makes the most sense in what I am sensing, okay? So if I feel that my partner, so I'm going to go back to the example I used. If I feel that my partner is being deceitful and they say they're coming home from work and then don't show up for another hour later, that aligns, right? If I can sense that my boss doesn't like me and I feel like he wants to discriminate against me in some way, and I notice that he's nicer to the other girl or to the other guy or whatever, that aligns, right? Where does the reality and the intuition align? That's where you guys need to focus. That is where you will find the rest of the information that you need. Meditate, self-love, releasing the negative thoughts with this Nine of Swords, being in your peace, because peace and harmony and being in your center, being in your power is what will get this to open up, really. Something needs to open up. It's like opening up a can of worms, kind of. You know, that's why I feel from this energy. Wait for the information to come in. Stand in your power. Set your boundaries. Say what you need to say. Do what you need to do. I do think that this is going to play out throughout the rest of June. So by the end of June, you guys will be calling something out, leaving something behind. Like, I feel like if you guys came for a reading, I feel like it would be this energy and then what is happening afterwards. Again, very likely like setting new boundaries, having to leave a person, place, or thing, circumstance behind, having to, you know, retreat, having to take a break from something. That's why I feel where this is heading, and you just need the right information in order to know how to react to it, really. Okay, so keep in mind that what you're sensing is right, but the finer details are off, okay? So I'm going to leave that at that, Scorpio. Many blessings to you, and good luck this month.